947 days since Richard was forcibly removed from his barracks room there on Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas. And he was taken to the arms room because that's the room where it's soundproof, and um, that's where a lot of this nonsense happens. It's not that it's a repeat crime. It's just that's where these crimes happen because it's a soundproof room, and it's the chosen place. And his life was taken from there, and his body was then stolen. And I think that is, just can you imagine? They stole a U.S. Army soldier's body off of Fort Bliss. These are, taxpayer money secured, open checkbook, right? How many cameras do you have? How many cameras? How many police, military police? How many guards? We spend so much money securing that military base, and our son's body was stolen off of that base, and dismembered, then brutally mistreated and dismembered, and then moved across the border, an international border, into Mexico. And I think that is really very, very important. And then the military didn't even contact us to tell us that our son's life was taken, that his body was stolen and trafficked over international border to Mexico. They didn't even contact us. We contacted them. We contacted them. It took a long time. It took a long time, and I think that's very, very important point in this investigation. And of course, his phone, and of course, his car. And there's a lot going on with all of that I'm not at liberty to say. But if let's just say there was a lot of evidence mishandled, a lot of narratives created, fabricated, that were absolutely false, and um, it just all proves a huge cover-up, a really big cover-up. So I see that I'm on, and it's really late, and I hope everybody had a beautiful first Advent. Advent is a really important time for shining a light on the evil, shining a light on the evil. It is a penitential time, like if you knew that God was coming tomorrow, I I think you'd make yourself ready for him, right? I would make myself ready for him. I'd fall on my belly too. I'd fall on my belly. Um, but so this is absolutely uh, a preparation time for us and for our family, and absolutely to weed out the evil, to expose the evil, to shine light on what is false, and bring out what is true and good and just. And so, what a very important time to really reveal so much about Richard's case, because it's all coming out. It's all coming out, and we have whistleblower after whistleblower after whistleblower. And I want to say thank you so much. And please keep sending all the information, even though I might not respond. I just came and tell you how tight time is. Here it is. Almost 12:30. I'm just now coming on. I want to come on at 10. I want to come on at 10, so that there's many other people that want to listen. They tell me, I want to listen, but you're going on so late. And I say, I know, it can't be helped. It just can't be helped, because, there's just so much going on during the days, and filing all the letters, all the um, uh, because this involves 15 plus agencies, right? And I think the last time I counted it was 23, maybe more than 23 agencies that are involved in all of this. And then, of course, being international, and keeping up with the news and everything. Um, yeah, this is a precision. Very time is very tight, and we are really moving mountains. It's just really a miracle. It's a miracle how we are getting this information. It's a miracle how we're able to um, file all of the documents. I mean, I can't even tell you how many we have filed, um, uh, because this is. So involved in the from Miss Universe pageant to the Plenitude Crematorium, to security companies, to the LLCs are incredible. There are so many LLCs, and then the connections with the Arellano family, with the purchases, with the crematorium, with the funeral, with connections onto Fort Bliss, and this business of trying to give shelters to women, uh, part of their business, and you know they have restaurants, they have the amount, they have radio, um, and of course they have the media, that the local media that's there. And I even think the international media, I think the international media is in on this, and everything is starting to make sense to me about the past, because we know now it's demonic, it's terrible. They want access to children. They've been doing the most horrible things. And knowing that is creepy as hell, right? Just creepy as hell. Um, knowing because I just can't even repeat what the information, the intelligence that we're getting. It's unrepeatable. We can't, and I don't want to be, and our family doesn't want to be the people that taint your brain. I want to just say, look, these are the worst type of crimes against children. They want access to our children. They are up to no good. They have no respect for life. They have no respect for life. They have no respect for other people's lives. And we need to hold them accountable. And we are actually moving mountains to do it. And everything is being released, um, to the tunnels, to the cars, to transportation, to the money laundering, to Fort Bliss, right? To Fort Bliss, to leaders like very dirty Sean Bernabe, very dirty Clem Coward, Richard's chain of command, and their associations, and even their jobs, right? Um, and I'm not talking about their military jobs, because they did other things too. So all of this is coming out, and as we legally have the go ahead to release all this information, um, you know, uh, absolutely, we are just releasing it, releasing it, releasing it, releasing it. Um, and so, of course, everybody now knows what is going on, and and who is culpable, who is responsible for all of this. Uh, you know, from Governor Abbott to the senators from Texas, to the representatives, to um, to the officials there. It's very clear that the officials have been compromised, or worse, always have been for the worst type of crimes against children. Um, because this is what it's all about: access to children. The weapons, the fuel. The Miss Universe pageant is access, right? It's total access, international access. And that's why they were using the huchakol, or whatever that word is called, but it means to steal fuel, right? To steal fuel. So that fuel money that they stole from Pemex, um, from wherever they're stealing that oil from, they bribed certain people to put in Miss Mexico. Um, and yes, she's beautiful. Of course, she's beautiful and everything. But there is a reason why they wanted her. Her father is up to no good, and there's a reason why they wanted access to her, to the accesses that she gets as being Miss Universe. You see what I'm saying? They want access not only to her, but the access that she then is going to get as Miss Universe. And so now, of course, both owners, because it was a 50-50 ownership of Miss Universe, have been arrested, okay, and up to no good. Absolutely. So this is huge news, because it involves security businesses, it involves guns, and it involves tampering with serial numbers, it involves bribing officials for leaked files. And we know that that is all what was going on in Richard's case. And so, and I'm going to tell you that this whole group, it's all connected. It's all connected. I can tell you that right now. So, but the real issue here is I wanted to talk about just the deception, just constant deception and fraud. And, there's no better example than Rosa María Perches Arellano Cuarón Rivera Ramirez. She has so many names. She has so many names. And she goes by Canby and Boyd, and some of the names that are coming up, it's like, that's why it's connecting a lot of dots, and it's revealing a lot of people involved in this very criminal scheme, very criminal. So I hope they come forward, um, and try to make a plea deal, because this is very serious when you're talking about so many children being hurt. We had, a 500,000 children being trafficked through Fort Bliss. I think, yeah, it's a tough situation to be in, but I would go on the right side of it, right? I would absolutely do the right thing. That's what I'm saying, to do the right thing, um, and protect the children. Absolutely protect the children from these monsters that want access to them. So, yeah, it's really been um, an incredible day today, as the first Advent in Sunday, a very penitent day. And that gives you time. That gives you time to think things through. And our resolve is that we will absolutely go after these people. Okay. we are absolutely putting forth our claims against these people, because they cannot be allowed to do this without any consequences. Um, what they have done is so bad, is so fraudulent, and yeah, we can't have that. We can't. It's going to ruin our entire country if we have everybody willing to be fraudsters. So, yeah, let me look at what Laura has to say. Laura Rodriguez, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for your love. Teachers and school officials are all in it as well. Yes, we know that because we've been in communication filing with El Paso ISD, with Socorro ISD, Ysleta ISD. They will even move close to you so they can keep an eye on you and your children. Um, we believe that too because we had very bad actors that um, came up and wanted to cozy up to us and everything like that. Absolutely. And they turned out to be bad actors. So, very bad actors. Very, very bad actors. Um, there's not words to express the horror without saying things that would give people nightmares, right? Would give people nightmares. So we're doing the best that we can in describing the horrors of this without talking about the horrors because that's just not healthy. And you can look it up in the DNI. You can look it up online if you want to really read about it. You can go ahead and read about it, but it is really bad. It's taking the innocence away from children and even their lives, even their lives. So um, we are absolutely continuing um, with our goals, with our journey. Uh, Getting Richard's remains is top notch, and I just want to say, let's not get into the family court system and CPS, right? Well, the whole court system is being investigated now. We know that. Thanks be to God. Thanks be to Richard's daddy, right? Because he files these very important papers, and his name is on it. He's willing to file these papers. He's not just willing; he is ready. He is waiting. He is absolutely on top of the whole thing with filing against these very, very bad actors. So it's just been a miracle what has happened. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. The whole car issue is coming out. Um, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for all your help um, and sharing and sharing, sharing, sharing. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I will be back tomorrow, God willing.